Start streaming. And let's see. Come on, come on. There it is. All right. Copy that. Pop out the chat. Pop it over here really quick. Hop over to the D. And let's see, announcements at everyone. What am I doing? Oh yeah. Sunday stream? Today's Sunday, yeah? Sunday? That's right. Sunday streaming. Part 1. Boom. Okay. And then also, I'm actually gonna hop over to the Playmaker Discord and pop in the general chat and say, this isn't any programming, or shit, come on Caps, no programming today, so no Playmaker, but if you're interested in seeing this, if you're interested in checking out the Blender stuff, what am I trying to say here? If you're interested in checking out, but if you're interested, tune in to the Blender stream where I'm making all the assets for my game, which is made with Playmaker. Right? All right. I think we're good. Let's check out this little checklist here. We got, today is Cafe and Foliage, right? That's only stuff on December 5th. Nice. Two-Sided Games says, ah! What's up, Two-Sided Games? How's it going? How are you doing today? It's a little late for you, is it? I feel like whenever I catch you in the afternoon, it's at the end of your day. Razor Edits, hello, what's going on, Razor Edits? Let's get out of this jazz club. Oops, wrong key. Let's get out of, oh yeah, I'm so happy with how this is turning out. Nice, I gotta do a little recap. I wanna look at this place really quick. It's looking good, Nice, got the spotlights. Very cool. All right. A little room over here. This little room could probably use some lights. I won't do that now though. And then all that stuff will be hidden later. Okay, but what I can do, what needs to be done today is the cafe. Razor says, damn, I thought I was the first one. Nope, Two-Sided Games beat you to it. I don't know why, but I just had some shit idea where I would remake Fortnite Season 1 in Unity. So that's what I'm doing at 10 p.m. That sounds like a brilliant idea, Two-Sided Games. Sounds like you're really onto something. I fully support the madness. Okay, let's put some boys over here. So we're gonna take this boy and we need to scale down this cafe. Look at this massive fucking cafe. Okay, unless he's just a tiny boy. We know he isn't, so I'm actually gonna, let's see, Jazz Club, Cafe, where is it? Here we go. Okay, Le Café Oublie, the coffee forgets. And Wizard says, when you make it, send me a copy so I can pirate Season 1 of Fortnite. Well, let me grab my water bottle really quick. All right. Oh, actually, hold up. Forgot I grabbed a little Pellegrino this morning. Pasta for breakfast. Okay. Stay hydrated. You know it. Okay. My problem right now is that I don't know if I should scale. I mean, this is already so tiny. So weird. It needs to be, because if I set this to 1, it's massive. Which is a bummer because, shit, let's do like, was it at 0.1 before? Is that what I had it at? It was less than that. It was 0.01, 0.01, 0.01. Jesus Christ. Stephen, may I ask, what's your day job? My day job is Playmaker stuff. My day job is I make the official tutorials for Playmaker. That's it. So, yeah, my whole life revolves around Playmaker, basically. Ant-Man Spy Edition, right? Super tiny little baby boy. We need to get the scales right here. So let's try like 0.005, 0.005, 0.005. Is this too big now, or is that just right? Let's see. Oops. That might be just right. Where's Le Café Oubli? Right there. Nah, now it's a little too small. Okay, let's say 7 and 7, 7. Still a little too big now. God, I'm really fucking dialing it in at this point. Let's see, let's do 6. Excuse me, 6 and 6. All right, I feel like I might have to just, oh, that's, no, but then now he still feels really massive in a lot of ways. You know what, there might just be proportional things that are wrong with this, sort of like each of these things individually, because you could see that, let's see if I, okay, he's on the floor. The chair looks okay for him. The chair looks okay. It might be a little bit big, but then you bring him over to the door and he's kind of massive. You know, like you want a door that's like a little taller than that. Like the building itself should probably be a little bit bigger. What I'm thinking about doing is maybe, I just don't want to fuck with scale stuff because I really don't want it to fuck me here. I might have to. Let's just scale things individually. Let's see. Okay. Wait, so do you get paid? I do to make the tutorials, yes. I am contracted out by Hutong Games to make the official tutorials. Way back when, like, we're about to go on our 2nd year now. I approached them. I sent them an email and I said, I love Playmaker so much, and whenever I try to show it to somebody, they go like, oh, I don't get it, or what does it even do? And like, you know, there was no promotional video. They had no promotional video thing, and even like the landing page is so. I think the landing page is the same thing. Which I should probably talk with Alex about, maybe helping sort that out too. But you know, the success of Playmaker has solely, entirely relied on how good it is because of word of mouth. Literally just people find it, they realize it's fucking amazing, and they tell other people about it. That is the only thing that has done the marketing for it. And I always wonder, like, what would this world be like if they actually did like proper marketing stuff? Because I was the first person who came along and made a promotional video for them. That was the first ever promo video that they had. So, yeah, I sent that thing to them. I said, if you like it, you can use it as your official thing. And then I could put it on my resume, because I thought I was going to do copywriting. I was taking like copywriting classes because the film industry shut down, right? The pandemic was kicking off, and that means that there was way less work for me to be doing in the film industry. And I was like, cool, I'll be a copywriter. And a part of copywriting is writing the copy for video. I also happen to be a filmmaker, so I was like, I could write copy and make a cool video. That's a twofer, just double whammy. And So I said, if you like the video that I make for you, then you can use it for free, and I'll be able to put it on my resume for other people. I say like, hey, I'll write copy for you, you know, like, oh, I wrote the copy for the official Playmaker promotional video, you know. And then when they saw it, they loved it so much, and they were like, what do you think about making our tutorials? Because in all of that too, not only did I send them the promo video, but I sent them my YouTube channel, and Jean Fabre had already seen my channel. Like, they had already kind of seen stuff that I'd done, and then they were like, you know what, like, let's work together. And I was like, yes, let's do it. And the rest is history. It's a scary thought to not have a job paying monthly. Yeah, here in India, it's a necessity to have a paid job or you won't get married. I mean, that's that's not different from here at all, really, either. Unless you're rich, right? Unless you're born into a bunch of money. But it's the same thing where I am. It's like nobody expects you to get married if you don't have a job. I mean, nobody expects you to do anything or to get by at all. Fucking America is ruthless. There's like massive homelessness crisis is happening, especially in Los Angeles. Homelessness is out of control in California. So having a monthly job is, yeah, it's a blessing. I love working for Hutong. They cut my checks, and I'm getting along okay. I do need to, you know, I put out the course and stuff, and I'm trying to sell some games here and there now to supplement income, because it's enough to live off of. But I am, in all honesty, living paycheck to paycheck. I could tuck away. I can't tuck away enough money to make really any sizable, significant impact on like a savings, you know, or like, and I don't even mean just like a savings account. I mean like investing. If I wanted to invest in a Roth IRA or whatever, like just anything, I don't make enough money to do that right now. Effectively, I make enough money to do it, and it's better than nothing. But it's not, I basically have like really unstable, shitty financial future ahead of me. Hey, Steven, could you say just a little something to Hutong JK? What's up, Hutong team? I used to give them shout outs because I thought maybe they would watch my videos, but I don't know if they actually watch my videos. And when I say they, I mean like Alex, Aaron, and Jean. It's a dream to do the job that you love to do. Yeah, it's definitely a blessing. Oh, so you are the Playmaker man now. The Playmaker man. What the fuck is this? Oh, okay, right on. Nice. It's funny, I'm over here talking about like not making enough cash. And then I get a Venmo request for my homie who I went to go have noodles with. It was Harrison, actually. He's like, oh, hey, you gotta pay me back for those noodles. It's like, oh, right. So your resume is strong now. You can be hired easily, though. I don't know, but it's a really weird niche kind of thing. I don't think I'm particularly hireable, Razor Edits. I think I've carved myself a nice little niche that is, it's working okay for me right now, but I don't know. Maybe I'm being too pessimistic. Maybe I'm underselling myself, but I don't see myself as particularly employable at this point. And if I am employable, it's for not very good money on a very irregular basis. All the industries I've been in have always been just contract stuff, which is not stable. Not stable is an understatement. Volatile. Like like long periods of time where you just don't work, and then you get one job that lasts for a few months, and etc. This is the most stable thing I've had in a long time. Hutong. But even then, I have to bust ass, and I have to hit them up to say, hey, what should we do next? I'm the one who like bugs them about meetings. What's the next thing? Because if I didn't, they're so like, Alex is so good about like just kind of like he puts trust into me and kind of what I'm doing and everything, that like the ball's totally in my court all the time. So I'm the one that constantly has to like make the work for myself and like, let's have a meeting with Jean and let's talk about, what are the next tutorials we should do. Because if I didn't, I don't know when the next time I'd hear from them would be. So yeah, it's really great working with them. Personally, I don't think this Playmaker job is permanent because one day there will be a competitor to Playmaker, but that happens with everything. I mean, that's there's sort of, you're making there's an assumption in that kind of doesn't stand true, which is that like just because there's a competitor to Playmaker doesn't mean that they don't need tutorials anymore, right? So like, for example, Unity has a competitor, which is Unreal. Both of them need tutorials. It doesn't mean that just because one has a competitor that the other one suddenly doesn't need this thing anymore. So even if and when Playmaker has competitors, they're still going to need tutorials. Whether or not it's me that's doing them, sure, that's up in the air. Ideally, I could stay on with them as long as I can. I think, you know, we get along well, and they've said the same thing to me that they want to work with me as long as they can as well. But yeah, the competitor thing doesn't make an impact on whether or not they need tutorials. They will always, they actually needed tutorials even before I came along. It just took this long to like finally for us to click, you know? Come on, your confidence is off the charts, better than anyone. You are presentable and you can get it. I mean, I have confidence in my capabilities, but my capabilities, like, your skill set is not directly related to whether or not you can get a job. Whether or not you can get a job, there's employment is based off of many things that are outside of your control, unfortunately. So there's a lot of really smart and sort of outgoing people. Outgoing, what do I mean by that? But people who take a lot of initiative, right? That are unemployed, and that's just how it is, man. Like sometimes it's just rough, but so far I'm doing okay. I'm not too worried about it, but I can't be doing this in my 80s, you know. I need to sit on something a little cushier. I'm only 30 though, so, or I'm 30. I'm gonna be 32. True. There's Bolt already, and tutorials are still going. Yeah, I think people still make RPG Maker tutorials. Totally, exactly. And Game Maker, and you know, there's a million different things happening. You just have to blast an interview. That's all. Well, you have to. Well, first of all, you have to get the interview. You know, try getting an interview before you even think about whether or not you could do well in it. Getting an interview is already a challenge in itself. Okay, hold on. So I'm doing cafe and foliage today. Let's fucking do this cafe. Oh, so that means that we have these, where are we at? Right here, Le Café Oubli. Okay, so most of the stuff is already taken care of. I have to make an eclair. The exterior, I already have that. And the neon sign, which goes on top. So this is modeled after Café de Flore. Café de Flore. Flore? Yeah. Café de Flore. And I'm trying to figure out what the building is gonna look like over here. So I think it could even be like something like this. But then if Memories of Spy hits off, then you know he do kind of be rich though. I hope so. That would be amazing. That's so rare though. It's rare for a game to do so well that the person like even my idols. I think my sort of game dev idols are Brendan Chung and Lucas Pope, and I think Lucas Pope is sitting pretty. I think he's probably doing pretty well financially. I shouldn't bring this down actually. But Brendan Chung, I'm not so sure. I think he probably lives. They probably both live very frugally, but I think Brendan Chung, because none of his games have been quite a massive success as Papers, Please. Papers, Please was huge, and it is still huge, and it's like on multiple platforms and all that kind of stuff. Whereas Brendan Chung's games, they're more of cult classics. Forget, I cannot move this up. Okay. But it would be nice if Memories of a Spy was enough to kind of get me onto the next thing. It would be even better if it was a smash hit. That'd be great. Damn, I totally forgot what we were doing in the Rumble. Same. Have you tried showcasing Memories of Spy on the official Unity work in progress subreddit? I haven't. I will take note of that. Let's make the list today, right? Let's do 5th of December 2021. First on the list is cafe interior, and then we'll do decorating cafe, and then we'll do what is it? Official Unity work in progress subreddit. I'll check that out. Hobolicious Luke gives me a wave. What's up, Hobolicious Luke? How's it going? You know what I would love to do? I've thought about before is like, if I did post something on Reddit or Twitter or stuff like that, but likely Reddit, I would love to ask a favor of everybody here, of everybody who tunes into the channel. If I did post something on Reddit, if we can all simultaneously get together and upvote it, you know, to sort of rig the game. Because on Reddit, it's a time sensitive, like the way the algorithm works is it's like, it's based off of how many upvotes it gets in like a given amount of time. So it only really sort of gets pushed out. It's not like how do I say this? If there's an old post and it gets a bunch of upvotes over a long period of time, like years, it only amasses, you know, whatever, like 1,000 over like 10 years or whatever, it's not going to skyrocket to the top. So, let's see. I hope Markiplier plays it. It's all about how you market it. Yeah, I mean, if Markiplier played it, that'd be amazing. It's all about how you market it. Yep. That's why what I'm doing today, right? All the modeling stuff, so people have something pretty to look at when I start doing, when I start sharing GIFs and stuff like that. The thing is, the public expect them to be seeing in the millions, whereas they're probably 200,000, 400,000 area. I mean, man, even that, it's like for a lot of them, that's even less. It's a lot of them, it's far less than that. You know, like, what is it? The Stanley Parable. Those guys sold 1 million copies in the first year. I want to say like quicker than, like within the first month or some crazy shit. And that game I think was like $12 or something. So you'd kind of do the math there. It's like, okay, 12 million minus the 30% that Steam takes. And then split it between everybody who works on it, and then subtract all the expenses that it took to actually produce the game, you know, hiring the voice actors and any additional contract work that they might have needed, or assets or tools that they used. And then you take that final amount. It's still a lot of fucking money, and I'm sure Davey Reedon is also sitting pretty, but yeah, it's not the crazy amounts of millionaire cash that people expect. How you doing, Hobolicious Luke? How's it going? Did I already ask you that? You gave me the wave. I did it with my improved run PC port, and I got tons of upvotes and shares. Not lying, and tons of feedback. Really? You know what? Two-sided games. Fucking thank you for the heads up. I will actually try that out. I will give that a go. This one guy who made Chocho Cherries is sitting pretty right now. He's in the highest top 10 of pre-order section of Steam. Damn. Oh, Choo Choo Charles. Yeah, no, I totally know Choo Choo Charles. I subscribed to him on YouTube. I forgot the name of him, but the guy who made that, I totally subscribed to him. He's cool. He's making his game in Unreal. Hobolicious Luke is fine. And he asks how everybody else is doing. I'm in. You guys heard about Eric Brown? Okay. Gotta get back to this. Here we go. So I think this cafe, it could probably, let me see, is this too, I would say that's maybe just a little bit bigger and I'd be happy. So let's take this, where is it? And then scale it up a little bit more. And the other thing I'm wondering too is, do I give it like a separate floor texture? I think I do. So like, this floor right now is just single poly, but, or I guess it's not a single poly, it's a bunch. But let's take all of these. Yeah, and then extrude up. And then take the faces that it put around here and delete those faces. There we go. Okay, I could live with that. Maybe not. That is kind of frustrating. Maybe what I want is shit. Yeah. This is kind of a hard one because I actually modeled this place in a pretty shitty way. I think I will just bite the bullet and then select all these faces, extrude up a little bit, just give it a little nook on the bottom, and then I'll do that thing I already did right now, which is you select all of these and then delete those faces and then just fill this one in. Kinda overlaps. So what I'll do is cut right here, and then take this and let's do normal. Slide it so it's like right here. And this is like such a janky duct tapey kind of way of doing it. And then that way I could just delete that face and that face. Okay, and so it's only Z fighting right there in that little strip. But hopefully that won't be too distracting for people. Hopefully they'll never notice it as Z fighting. Some Z fighting happening right here. Z fighting happening right here. Okay. Just gonna take care of all these. All right. Cool, looking good, looking good. Looking good, no windows over here. Any Z fighting inside here? Nope. Cool. So now, let's see. Oh, Eric Bone is the creator of Stardew Valley. Dread to think what Danny's net worth is. Danny's probably doing okay too. I don't know about sitting pretty, but he's probably doing pretty okay. He's probably very comfortable. Oh yeah, I know, and he sold a shit ton of copies. That dude's a fucking millionaire, right? Eric Barone. That dude's just set. By the way, your French apartment turned out really nice, dude. Thank you. Yeah, I'm stoked to kind of put all that shit together in Unity, so it's not just the one floor sitting there. I can't wait to see them all stacked, you know? Oh, that reminds me. You know what would help is kind of like coming over here, and then if we add another what am I looking for? Make a checklist, and we'll call this remainders. So in this remainders thing, this is where I'll put all the things that I'll do at the end of the month to kind of do final touch-ups, right? So the remainders for Paris is going to be the roof piece for Paris apartments. Okay. On a serious note, the thing that sells a game is its uniqueness. If you pull the low poly but realistic textures right, it could blow up. If you make one game right, then people will come for your next game too. I fucking hope so, man. I really hope so. I hope it not only to make it look right, but I want it to be fun, and I want people to play like all the time, and I want it to add like real value to their life outside of just escapism and shit like that. Let me try. Is it a waste of time if I get rid of these Z fighting? It is a waste of time. Well, no. It's not a waste of time. Because when I'm UV unwrapping, this is going to be a pain in the ass to be like, well, where did these faces come from? Faces, okay, righteous. Two-sided games, I gotta go see it. All right, see you later, two-sided games. Get some good rest in. I'll probably catch you tomorrow. Your tomorrow, my later today, right? If I stream tonight, might catch you. Tony Hamilton, yellow. What's up, Tony Hamilton? How's it going? I'm getting all your games since I know where you came from. Thanks. Much appreciated. Did you get, did you play, Dream Diver Deluxe? I just put that out. That helps too. It's only $5. It's a fun one. What is Z wrapping that you are going? So Z fighting is like when you see two polygons overlapping each other. So if I took this face, extruded it, and then instead of putting it somewhere else, if I just right clicked, so it's like, let me see, wait, oops, I did that wrong. And then just, let's see, clicked, and then, what am I trying to do again? Like this one. If I move this down, if I extrude and then move it down and then move it back into this wall. It's kind of hard to do. It's kind of hard to do on purpose, but Z fighting is when two polygons are sitting on top of each other, and that's when your textures kind of flicker. Okay, so I think this place is pretty much good. Let's see. Bring everything back. Cool. Supers. Steam? No, it's on itch. But here's the thing, check it out. If you get itch, the itch app. So if you have the itch app, what's cool about this is that your library, you could play, I don't know if you have it, maybe you already do, but what's cooler about the itch app, other than just going to the website and downloading it directly from there, is that like all the way your games stay kind of updated and organized and all that kind of stuff is way more streamlined. It's way cleaner. Because, you know, when you download a game from itch, it's just like a folder on your computer, right? Like you just, okay, where do I put this now? And then you kind of have this big games folder, and it's like, it's not the most organized way of doing it. But if you have itch, it works just like Steam, you know, and it makes a sort of local itch folder for you, and it kind of does all that management shit. Yeah. So you can see right here, last night I installed Dream Diver on it and played it through here, and it's a nice experience playing it through the itch app. Highly recommended. And I think the thing is, you can only get paid for games. So free games, I don't believe you can actually play on the itch app, I think. Try the cleanup options of Blender. There is an itch app? Yes. Yep. There's a demo and then there's a deluxe version. The demo is very different from the deluxe version. Of Dream Diver, I mean. Okay, so what's left in this cafe? I think basically I just need to retexture it. So let's take this. It's kind of hard because, let me see. I'll just go straight to Cafe de Flore. And right here. Right, plants above it. That's kind of the kicker. Right. So I'll put a thing above Cafe de Flore that makes it one level higher. just plants before there's apartments on it. And it has black paint. I could vibe with that. There's too much turquoise in my game right now anyway. Dream Diver, gonna make a reminder to get it tonight. Righteous, thanks. I'm curious to see what you think of it. It's a game that I'm sending off to or I've sent off to friends in the past who kind of like help me bug test and kind of balance it and stuff. So I really narrowed it in for like a few weeks, or zeroed it in for a few weeks. And then just the other day, I finally went like, you know what, fuck it. That thing was almost done. There's only a few more bugs to fix. And I just spent one night kind of tying up a bunch of loose ends to make it shippable. Yeah, so let's get rid of this. And instead, I'll put a cube up here. And let's see. I want to say it has that same shape to it. So I can just kind of bust out one of these, pull it back here. Maybe just do something like this. This. I'll even temporarily put this down like that, just so I could see where the edges of walls get. That seems pretty good. That's like right at the edge of that. Nice. And then same thing with this one. I'll bring it like right up here. And yeah, then I'll raise this up. Take this, Control B, and we'll put it like right there. I think that's good. Okay. Yep, that looks straight. And then maybe this actually goes down. Okay, and then bring this up. Oh, but you know what? What I want to do is have it up here. Let's see. Okay, we'll have it go like just right there. And then over here, I'll put the, how thick are these walls? These walls are kind of thick. Okay, cool. And that way I can kind of have something extruding out over here. It's kind of difficult to do this one. Let's see. Anyways, gotta go now. It's late for me. Good night. All right, Razor Edits. I'll see you later. Wait, I gotta start streaming earlier. I guess it's either I stream earlier, or I could just keep doing the late night streams too, because I catch some of y'all on the late night streams. Yeah, this is a hard one for me. I don't know if I want to. Let's see. If I make a cut like right here. Like right here. hope this works. Oops. No. Oh, I fucked that one up. God damn it. Okay, I think that works. And did it make a cut? Did it make a decent cut? It did. Okay. So can I take just this face and extrude down and go in here and nothing? Nice, nothing came through. Okay, it worked. It stopped right there though, which is not ideal. Let's see. How do I add a poly? Do I just like... Or how do I add a vertice? Let me see. Maybe I can take this and just... like this, and then move these. Oops. There we go. Okay. Very sloppy. Very, very sloppy. This ain't right either, to have these edges. Yeah, that ain't right. I think you can choose an edge and subdivide it. To get an additional vertex. Oh, that's a good point. Right. That's a good point. Well, I did solve this problem the other way. I think the whole system I used here is just not the way to do it. I'm not really sure how I should... How many times can I go undo? Maybe I should start from the top. It's gonna run out of undos. Okay, so I made this one big piece. Maybe what I do is take this, separate, selection, and then let's see, just that, delete that, take this, and then take the face, solidify, and bring it down like that. Cool. And I could put it like this right up there. And I think the solution is to, let's see, Shift H. There we go. This is what I should have did. Wow, I'm so dumb. And then I go from the top here, and then I take the knife and I cut around the edge like this. This is what I should have did. There we go. Now I can Alt-H this shit. Grab just this bit, extrude down, and I should be able to still go in here without any wall stuff. Nice, very clean. This comes out how I like. Oh, but you know what? I did this a little too wide. Maybe I could just take this and select by local and just scooch it forward. Wait, where am I? Oh, I'm not even. Just want this axis. Yeah, that works. And then the whole cafe needs to get scooched down, like right there. Okay, that works. Nice. Nice. Clean over there. And this one can also get brought in. Boom. Like that. All right. Okay. Perfecto. That is a good tip to get the to subdivide edges to get the additional vertex. Gotta remember that one. Okay, so so now that I have that, let's see what we're looking at here. It's kind of done in layers. So what I could do is put a bunch of, because that's part of today, right? A part of today in the checkbox is foliage, right? Cafe and foliage. So a part of the foliage that I need to do is this stuff, is all the stuff that just kind of sits on top of the cafe. So we'll do, let's check out textures.com. Plays AP, making progress. Can't wait for this game to be on Steam. Fucking A. What's up, Plays AP? Thanks for swinging by, and thanks for the kind words. I also cannot wait for this game to be on Steam. I need it to be on Steam. Maybe not even on Steam. I don't know. Maybe something crazy will happen in the next few months where it's like, oh, the best option is actually this new shit. But wherever it ends up, it needs to be done, and it needs to be in the hands of the players, and I need to just step away from it, and it needs to be okay that way. Otherwise, what is all of this for? How's it going, Plays AP? How you doing? What are you up to? We got all these plants, all these leaves here, but I'm kind of looking for bushels, baby. Looking for... What should I do? What should I do? Let's take a look at some of these. We got these little pink flowers. You know what I should do is I should search flowers after this. Like, I'll get some of these bushy bits. Is Photoshop open? Let's open up Photoshop. And let's see. I want something that has a little bit more bushiness to it. I hope they have something like that. There's thistle, weeds. Oh, this is kind of what I'm looking for. Just straight up plants like this. That's nice. Here we go. Here we go. So what are some of these? that I could yoink. Let's say this one. And this one's pretty good. Tony Hamilton, I'm here, just listening at work. Coolio. Get it, get it, get it. Let's see. I feel like I got a few already. Maybe a couple more would be nice. Aha, this one. That's a good one right there. Oh, that's another good one. Cool, that's another good one. Brilliant. Now, if some of these have flowers, that would be really cool. Ooh, there's a flower. Nice. And there's one too. Cool. Oh man, just getting all this shit for free. Here we go. Put that in there. I think that's good enough. Maybe some of these, the pink ones. That's nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Okay, so we're only taking from these ones. Let's just get the free one, and we're gonna put it in Universal Textures, making a new folder called Foliage. Save that in there. Okay, same thing with this one. Boom. This one. Wait, what are the difference? Mask and masked. Okay. Do I like either of these anymore? I'll just grab this one. And this one's good because it's kind of a different color. This one, sure. Gotta have that. Nice. That one as well. This. And lastly, this pink one. Dope. So what I could do is make a new thing that'll be by, let's see, 1024 by 1024. I might even just make it off the dimensions of one of these things. Let's see. Open file location. View, let's look at the details. Dimensions, here we go. So we have 1024 by 1024. Let's go with that one then. Okay. So I heard of a store that takes less of your profit that was from Epic Games. Yeah, so Epic Games actually, they're a little bit more indie friendly in that way, I think. I've heard overall just nicer things said about Epic Games, and I have been tempted to go that route. The trade-off is that Epic Games isn't as big as Steam. So I don't know. Maybe by time, you know, what'd be really cool is if by time I was ready to release Memories of a Spy, if Epic Games was massive and like sort of empirically and measurably a strong competitor against Steam. If at that point, you know, Memories of Spy is ready to go, I might do that instead. But as of right now, Steam is just the world's biggest marketplace for games online. So yeah. My man's has Blender, Photoshop, OBS, Discord, and like 15 Chrome tabs up at the same time. Your CPU is a god. It's a good one. It's a good little CPU. And the thing is too, I abused the shit out of it. You know, I don't know if you saw that devlog where I had like where I was swapping cases, where I moved everything from my massive hulking beast of a case into this like little sleek kind of tiny case. And I kept it in that sleek little tiny case for months, and that shit was so cramped and packed and had no airflow, and that fucked my water cooling unit. And subsequently there's streams of me going like, what is happening to my performance? And it just chugging. And then you could see I have like all my my processes open and shit. It's just like I'm not running anything, and my CPU is like frying, and the performance is shit. Like, what's going on? And it was because I abused the shit out of it by putting it in that stupid little case. And then I got rid of that. I put everything back in the old case, got a new water cooler, and it's been running fine ever since. Knock on wood. I hope this fucking thing doesn't die on me soon, because I don't know if I can afford to build up a new PC. I do have the laptop though. Anyways, I think it's called Core. There's also Vox Pop, a new indie platform. Why not both? Why not both is true too. That's a very good point. Why not both? Exactement. Let's do... You know what I think you can get away with? I think you could straight up just do a plane that is... Let's see, let's rotate it on X. And we'll call this one, we'll just call this one plant 1. Nature plants 0005, I guess. I'll call it plants 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay. And then it has, oh, I gotta move this. Image texture, open, universal textures, foliage, and it's this one. And then we'll rotate it on Z. And it's also the alpha channel. Same thing, foliage, this one. Whoa. Oh, and then alpha clip. Okay, and then I should be able to just take this. Yeah, I guess I could do that. Shift D, rotate on Z. Oh, hold on. Do not want to do that actually. Let's change this. Shit, what is it? Tab, options, correct faced attributes. Okay. So now I can grab this, Shift D, rotate on Z. And then like that, and then grab this, Shift D, rotate on Z. There we go. Okay, now you have a little plant. Okay. And then maybe what you could do is you can even take all of these and then subdivide them maybe like twice. It's kind of a lot of polys for a plant. And then only grab vertices and then take this randomize and just fuck it up a little bit. Maybe fuck it up a little bit more. Is that too fucked up? Maybe less. There we go. Let's just do these. One subdivide level. And then grab all these vertices and then do that. I'm okay with that. Unity Asset Store is coming with a 50% off sale in 6 days for New Year's. God, they're cranking out the sales on that shit. It's crazy. Now's a great time to grab Playmaker. Whenever the 50% off sales come along, I always get tempted to buy a bunch of copies to give to my friends. But yeah, sometimes it's just that's maybe it's not the right move. You know what I'm curious about too is where do we have? So these kind of pop out from like a little thing on top. So maybe I need to give this a little like I took this and this face, it's only up there, right? Good. And I could take that face too. And same thing with this face. And then Alt H. Oh no, sorry. Shift H. And then loop cut. Ah, I can't loop cut around here. Fine. Then I'll go like this. And then cut with Z and C on. Do that. Enter. Okay, cool. And then grab them like this. And oop, shit. There we go. I think maybe like this. And then grab these faces. This might be okay. Alt E along normals. Maybe something like this. All right, gotta change the song. These horns are killing me. Shut up. Okay, sorry. Okay, that looks okay now. Dope skis. Oh my god, it's another version of that song. If it wasn't for those horns, I would be on board with it, but honestly, is this... Ah, it's because it's the same artist. Okay. Okay. Let's do... So they kind of have little bushes that hang along the edge, as well as... So you do kind of like one type all along the edge, and then like a bigger one just above that with like little ones. Okay. So these will be my little ones. I'll put these. I could probably even like rotate these like this. Yeah, that works nicely. Let's go by global, and then I'll put them all like right here. They kind of just stick out. Let's see. Like that. And we'll call this plant 1, 2, 3, 5. You listen to chill hop sometimes? Yeah, sometimes. Especially just because they have really long playlists, and it's like, it's very much like that background music kind of. You know, I kind of have to, it could keep me in the same vibe for a long time. So that's nice. But if I can, I try to listen to like long albums of artists that I really like, or at least genres that I really like, that maybe I can, or like those playlists, long playlists of genres that I really like, in which I can find new music, because every now and then like a good one will come on and you'll be like, ooh, and then stop what you're doing, hop over to it, take note of that song, put it in a playlist where you actually will like sit down and listen to it, as opposed to it being background music. It's a very passive way of looking for new music. Let's put this as cafe plants. Cafe plants. And we'll duplicate this one. Alt D. Like this. And yeah, I guess. Fuck. Because a part of me wants to local rotate Z X Y. There we go. And then go back to global. Alt D. Scooch it over. back to local, rotate on Y, and then back to global, Alt D, scooch it over, and then one last one where I do rotate on Y. Oops. Maybe just a little bit more like that. Cool. And then I can grab all 3 of these. All 4 of these, I mean. Alt D. Global. Like that. Alt D. What kind of music you listening to, Tony? Take all of these. Alt D. Scooch them over. Rotate on Z. And push them this way. Grab this one. Alright, and okay. Looks good. D. Nice. Hobelicious Luke says, will those cars be drivable? It is a debated thing right now. I'm thinking more and more about car stuff lately. But as of right now, cars, I don't know. I'm gonna try to. There's nothing technically hard. I just want to say this, that there's absolutely nothing technically hard about making cars and making them work, even making them work well. Like, to get just a nice vanilla car system down is very, very straightforward these days. There's plenty of models that you could base your cars off of, and there's plenty of tools and learning materials and all that kind of stuff to make a good working car. So, and I'm only making this preface because every time cars comes up, people go like, "Oh, you should check out this asset," or "Oh, you should check out this tutorial." And it's like, I know, it's not the problem. It's not that I'm worried. Like, I know I can make anything that I want to. Like, and I'm not going to have too much of a problem making these things. That's not the problem. The main reason I'm even debating putting cars in the game as like a functional thing is purely a design thing. It's purely a, can I come up with a creative enough way to implement cars? Cars are such a staple of spy movies that of course I want to put them in. But every idea I've come up with, and a lot of the ideas I've had pitched to me, they just don't get me excited. They feel very tacked on. They feel very kind of like, why would you really need this? Why? It doesn't fit into the grander scheme of things. But I'm trying. I'm out there, and I'm thinking of ways to implement cars. I have some ideas, but it's not high priority right now. I want to get the vanilla base version of the game done, and then later on, if I can come up with a good enough way to implement cars that sort of complements the game, as opposed to feeling just like tacked on, and because it's like, oh, you need cars in your game, so just do it. Like, yeah. So we'll see. I want there to be, very simply, I very much want there to be cars that like feel good to actually and make sense to use in the game. Chill hop, jazz, electric, rock, and hip hop. That's a pretty, I could see how, yeah, those things, that's all very much like chill hop, jazz, electric, rock. I guess electric aside, all those things kind of they have similar roots, right? Like they all kind of come from jazz. Chill hop, jazz, rock, and hip hop, all those things have roots in jazz. So I could yeah, all those things very much occupy the same part of my brain. I love, those are also some of my favorite genres. Okay. You know what you could do too is like some of this is a little too uniform. So maybe you go like, you scooch that. Oh wait, no. You do local, or ooh, how about this? If you take all these plants and then you control J these bad boys, tab into them, and then get this randomize some bitch. And then you kind of bring that in. It's a little bit more chaotic. It's a little too sloppy though. I don't think so, guys. Let's maybe randomize it. You know what it is? Because based off the face. So if I do vertices only, and then I go randomize, and then I hold shift when I'm doing this. Oops. If I click it and then hold shift, maybe something like that instead. There we go. That has a little bit more variation to it. I like that. Okay. And next up, oh, I even like how there's some of these are like just kind of hanging off. Nice. Okay. You know what I wonder? I wonder if you could just take this, Shift D to duplicate it, bring it on to global, bring it up a little bit, scooch it back into here, and then just make a new material. Which one do I want? And do like, let's do this yellow one. This is 52. So if I go plants 0052, and then give it an image texture. Open. Foliage, this one. Same thing with the alpha. Image texture, open. Boom. And then alpha clip. And then just get rid of this. And it kind of gives them some variation. Maybe I should move this like this. The only problem with this one though is like the arrangement feels now too uniform. So I won't do it that way. Nice try though. Let's put a plane. Rotate on Y, make it face upward. Okay. Give this one plants 52. And let's see, we'll rotate it on the X-axis. And then we'll grab this and this, scale on Y, because it's kind of wide. Okay, cool. And then, this one might need a different approach. Let's see, rotate and Z. Does it work the same way? Oops. Yeah, it kind of works the same way. And then if I take them all, subdivide, grab the vertices only, hit them with the randomize. It's like okay, but if the point is to just kind of fill it out, let's see. You know what I wonder too is like, could you do something where you like, oops, do like a sphere with like 10, 5, and then you just move it in like this. Maybe randomize that a little bit. And then, just in case I want to change this later, face maps, call this sphere, assign, and then UV unwrap, sphere projection, scale it up. Yeah, the problem there is that you can start seeing the pattern. What if it's just like that? Does that kind of work? It kind of works. Let's see. So for this one, plant 0052, and then we're gonna empty, call this plant 0052 batch, and then in here, go Alt D. Okay, what's up next? Samba. Okay. There we go, that looks a little bit better. It did take that. Okay. Alt D. And then, yeah. A little closer to each other. Cool. One more for good luck. All right. And then we have, let's do one with like flowers and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, let's get some flowers in here. So we need to hop over to Floato schlap. And slop it up. I like these yellow ones. I also like these white ones. Let's do these white ones first. I wonder if you can get away with just using that and then sprinkling them around. I have some ideas. Let's see how well these ideas work. Let's say you want to put it like right there, and you put it on a plane, a single poly. Let's do like this. Okay. And we'll give it, what do you call this one? Flower 48. Flower 0048. Wait. Why did it click that? Image texture. Alpha clip. Okay, now that seems outrageous. But then take it and you subdivide it, and then you cube project or smart UV project, or oh, you know what you do is you take each of these and you go split, 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 and you do this, and you do cube projection, smart UV project, closer, follow active quads, I don't know what that does, project from you, mark seams, clear seams, unwrap. That's kind of it. And if I think now what I could do is just take each of these, right? Yeah, there we go. Like that. And this one, I guess you could take all of them like this. There we go. That's the move. Now it's getting big brain up in here. Go to the left side and reset the UV. And reset the UV under UVs. UV. Reset. So there we go. Nice. Good call, Hobolicious Luke. So can I grab all of them and do that? UV reset. Ooh. Mwah. Beautiful. Thanks, Hobolicious Luke. So then now, maybe I can have all these faces selected and then select randomize. Oh, that kind of still fucks with all of the, Is there not a way to randomize the orientation of these things? Let's see. There, that kind of does it. That's kind of it, huh? Is that totally stupid though? If I just want to like do that and then like rotate them like this. And then shifty like right here. Like this. Kind of put them down here. Does that work? It kind of does, doesn't it? That kind of fucking works. And what if I, let's see, find it in here really quick. Call this flowers, what is it? Is it flowers 52? Flowers 48. And then that is so funny. Ooh, this one, these are just straight up floating. Hold up. It's gotta get scooched back. This kind of works out. Okay. I'll do it. I'll put it on the rest of these. Sure, not even gonna rotate that one. Cool. There we go. All right, and then we'll do one more batch on top of all that. Ah, fuck, I just came up with a stupid idea. Fuck. Let me put this in here. I'll put it in my Trello board right here. Again, this is one of those things where it's like I don't even want to show you my Trello board full of stupid ideas. So I have to put it in on my phone. Come on. Here we go. This one is books in library. I need to just start taking inventory of books that should be in the library. One of which is botany, has books about I think I might have even written this down somewhere. I've probably already had this thought. I've definitely already had this fucking idea. Okay. Botany has books about the different types of trees in each city. Pretty sure I already have that somewhere. Whatever. Okay. And we'll put in some pink flowers and then call it a day. Pink flowers and then one big bushy plant that kind of goes at the edge up here, and then call it a day. So actually, let me find that type of bushy plant because I don't have any. We didn't download any. I'm not sure that would even. Did I already run out of like clipped plants? Or what about like bush? Bush. Yeah, something like this. This is more of what I'm looking for. But these aren't clipped. They don't have their alpha transparency. What are we looking at here? Where is it? Palm, maybe? Is that what it is? It's kind of like these, right? Used some of this in the Tiki Lounge. Here we go. Something like this. I could probably modify. If there's any other ones that are clipped, that would be nice. If not, NBD. Yeah, let's just take this one. I can kind of clip this. Put it in foliage, hop over to Photoshop, and drop it in here on its own new thing. Duplicate that, delete that, come in and image adjustments, levels, bring up the white, make it a little bit more contrasty. Yeah. Something like this. Okay. And then bring this down. Whoops. There we go. Just like that. Cool. And then I think, like, I'll save, yeah, like I'm already here, so it's convert to smart object, rasterize layer. Like we may as well get rid of the bits that I'm not gonna use. So it's like, take this out. You can honestly just bring this up like that. It's kind of hard to say, but I think maybe something along the lines of getting rid of this too. Something like this. There we go. I think that's what I want. Okay, and we'll bring this into the minimum bounding box. And there. There. Yeah, that's what I'd like. Now we save this, and we'll call this our own plants underscore palm 01. How big is this boy? Okay, that's fine. Pop over here, and then let's do a plane. Oh, that's why. Local. Plants underscore palm 1. image. Alpha clip. Okay. Works out okay. A little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, and a little bit of this. Okay, and then you can all get rotated like this, rotated like what do I want to do here? Like that? Yep. I guess it doesn't, huh? There we go. Yeah. Cool. Nice. Shit, it might even be good to like Okay. Face maps, call this one back palm. And lastly, you throw in what the fuck? There we go. Okay. I think this looks good. I think it looks kind of trashy here in Blender, but I think it'll look a lot better once we're in Unity. It's all lit up and everything. It looks okay here. It looks okay, but it'll look better in Unity. Okay. This bush needs to get fixed. Why is this bush all ass backwards? There we go. That's how it should look. Just dropped by. What's happening? Oh, okay. Well, I'm putting all these plants up here on the cafe. So I think there's a nice little variety of plants up here now. I think that's kind of it. I think the next thing I'll do, in fact, probably what I should do is make today's checklist a little bit more thorough. So we have cafe interior, decorating cafe, official. Okay, that's kind of a bonus thing. So what I'm gonna put is horse, chestnut trees. So I'm gonna redo some of the trees here in Paris. And then let's do cafe outdoor setup. And let's do the let's do sidewalks today. I want to check what the stuff on the checklist looks like for the rest of this week. How you doing, Broken Bones? How's it going? Yeah, I got cafe and foliage today. So I'm already like, I feel like I'm kind of ahead of schedule. I mean, I feel like it would take a lot to really throw a wrench in my gears today. So, agency research and modeling, texturing, that's going to be all of tomorrow. And then all of the 7th is Tubinar Studio stuff. I'm going to fire up Unity and leave the stream in the background and do some stuff with Playmaker. Sick. What are you going to be working on? I'm so jealous. I really wish I could be programming stuff right now. The only breaks I get to actually do programming are for or when I'm helping people on the Discords, or when I'm making Hutong tutorials, my day job stuff. Ugh. I cannot wait. Like it was honestly like I was fiending. I a few days ago when I finally put out Dream Diver Deluxe. That was nice going through there, just bug fixing, polishing stuff up. It was like, oh, I knew exactly what to do. It was just feels so good zipping around. Yeah, that's crack. Okay. No clue on what I'm working on. Just gonna make some basic stuff to get a better grasp on Playmaker. Right on. Sick. Yeah, playing around is fun. Okay, so cafe interior, decorating cafe. Yeah, you know what? I'll take a look at some of these cafe interior things then. Table with ring design, cash register. Jazz bar, La Seine, clothes, apartments and storefronts. I don't think I have any references for the interior of the cafe, huh? Table with ring design. Exterior. This music, though. Okay. Let's check out Getty Images really quick for Paris Cafe interior in editorial. Just kind of want to get some inspiration for what the floor might look like, what the walls might look like. Do 1960s. Steven, what version of Unity do you use? I'm currently using the latest 2019 version. It depends on what I'm doing. So I think Dream Diver was made in 2019, a 2019 Unity. Maybe it was done in a 2021. Memories of a Spy has been using a lifetime support 2019, and then but just recently what I'm in the middle of is I'm starting a whole new Unity project for Memories of a Spy, because the old project was like literally back from, I was using the same project even when I was prototyping the game. So I'm starting a totally fresh Unity project, and that one I'm using 2020. But that's also a lifetime support one. Is that what that stands for? LTS? I'm using a 2020 LTS Unity for the current version of Memories of a Spy. But then on tutorials and stuff, like doing Hutong tutorials, I use a 2020. I think it's also LTS. But there's some older projects that we still use that I do for like samples and stuff, and that uses 2019. So I want to see what the roof looks like there. That's a big thing that I actually see, is like this bar. There's like a rail that goes around. There's like this rail thing that goes around cafes. I see that pretty often, actually. Damn. What's his name again? This kid. Jean-Pierre Lode. This guy. He's so cool. I love that kid. Let's see. What was that floor? Holy shit, I totally missed that. Ah, it's like mosaic. A mosaic floor could be pretty nice. I'll open that up. Okay, let's try looking for some mosaic. That's a kind of a good one. Hey Steven, BRB, for sure. Have you used 2021 3.2? I don't think I've used any. Have I used any 2021s? I might have a 2021 project somewhere around here, but I actually, no, I don't. I can't say I'm not sure if I have. And if I have, it's been like just a one-off thing. But mostly the projects that I do are all 2019 or 2020. this is kind of it. That's kind of close. I like that. Yeah, let's see. And then there's also that, what's that one site, that splash stuff? What is it called? Like splash, what is that fucking site called? Unsplash. And you do, what was the word I just used? Mosaic. I heard that scene view is better. Huh. I wonder in what way. They improved scene view. That's such a funny thing to me. I don't know why. There's a part of me that's getting a little, maybe this isn't such a good idea, but there's a part of me that's kind of thinking, look, here we go. What if I made my own mosaic floor? If there's a way that I can illustrate something and then either systematically sort of illustrate it, like kind of do a certain process that makes it into mosaic, or do a filter, like if there's something, like there's some AI shit that can turn my drawings into a mosaic, that can also be cool. Because it's a very specific type of mosaic. I don't know enough about art to say what that is, but it's like there's that one where it's not, it's kind of like a fractured mosaic. It's like a rough mosaic. Okay. Tile. Let's do some searching really quick. Mosaic Procreate. You can Mosaic and Procreate. Brilliant. This is how I do it in Procreate. Okay, right? That's what I want. You actually do the thing, like you just draw it like normal. And then you erase the gaps. There we go. That's the first thing I said, like kind of if there's like a systematic way of doing it. This is where the handy guide stamp comes in. Oh, okay, you have a guide stamp. Nice. Now I'm going to cut the rows into squarish tiles. Oh, that's how you fucking do it. I fucking love learning shit and it's an obvious, such a clear example. Oh, I like that too. It's kind of like, yeah, the detail of it. Nice. That's all broken up into, yes, this is gonna be fucking fun. Okay. Daddy just added a whole lot of work for himself today. Oh, okay, what's he saying here? Because it's going to be something... Hold on, this music is killing me. Let's put on some funk. Let's put on some... What is it? Old school funk. Play. Okay, that Fela Kuti sounding shit. Okay. And then in the blue area, I use the guide stamp to help make concentric lines. What does he use that for, though? Just more? Okay. So it's just about making the patterns in there. And then he's doing this thing. I must have went over it exactly, or I must have skipped it. But he's doing that process where you give him little corners. But is there anything specific about that? I'm adding imperfections. Okay, that's all it is literally just any little line you add. Okay. Oh wait, so here's some shit. Here's where it gets to the... Okay, for the rest of the space, you can keep going with more rows, or you can make a pattern. But I'm going to use a brush I made, which makes instant mosaic pattern because I'm lazy. What? What does that mean? I'll do it on a different layer so I can erase where it overlaps with my middle part. What does that mean? A different... So there's grout between them all. Yep, definitely want the grout. Where there are tiny splinters, I just erase them completely and leave a gap. Okay. This is gonna be so time consuming, holy fuck. Okay, now to make it look real. The brush I use to make the grouting is a simple brush you can make yourself. The grain is from Procreate's Pro library, which you can access in the brush menu. It's called Recycled Paper. I'll show you exactly how to make the brush. Okay. I might do this part just in, you know, Photoshop. It's just a texture. Just swoosh it over the canvas. Yeah, because that's just a texture. Now I'm going to duplicate the group. Okay, flatten. Cool. Okay. And then he's doing that to add what is it? Depth. So I'll just do a drop shadow. If I'm doing this in Photoshop, it's just going to be a drop shadow. Now I'm going to duplicate my layer. Alpha lock it where it's black and white and hide it. Okay. Okay, wait, hold on. And I'll even probably, you know what? And from here on out, I know how to do this kind of shit. I'll put a little bit of inner edge glow to kind of give them highlights, some specularity to them. I'm not sure if he's doing that, but I'll definitely do it to mine. And then you throw a little bit of dirt on it, right? Make it a little dirty, cool. And, okay, what's this though? What is this about? Randomly selecting tiles. When I'm done, I tap on the duplicate section. It magically puts them in a new layer. In a white layer. What's he doing for these though? Is it just to kind of give it variation? Is that a design choice? Less about... Demo is 22. Damn, that does look good. Isn't that turning out pretty good? What's up, man? How's it going? Luke. What's up, Luca? Okay, yeah, because you do need some of that. Like what he is doing, that makes a pretty big difference. Is like it's just changing the sort of brightness. Yeah, it's like changing brightness and saturation maybe a little bit too for random tiles. That does add a good... I like that. Pretty good. Thanks. Always chill to watch your stream before going to bed. That's so... Yeah, I do forget about that. You're about to knock out too. Everybody that pops onto the afternoon streams, they're always like, all right, gotta go to sleep, see ya. It's like, shit. But then I end up catching you guys in the morning when it's my nighttime, so that's all right. What about you? It's going good. We're in the middle of, let's see. So this is my little version of Café de Flore. Except in mine, it's Le Café Oublie. The coffee forgets. The coffee always forgets. It's always forgetting everything. Yeah, this is like all the foliage shit that I did today. Putting in all these plants and stuff. They don't look so hot when they're in Blender. And you can see their edges more clearly in Blender. But they're going to look a lot nicer when they're all lit up and put into Unity and everything. I added out these buildings, and what else? Yeah, I think... So, pretty much what's going to happen after this is I'm going to pop inside the cafe and model all this stuff inside the cafe. And the reason I'm looking up the Mosaic stuff is because I want to put that as the floor. There is... Yeah. Like, I'll use these as some references too, just to kind of get a nice color palette. But I'm pretty much just going to bust out the iPad and start cranking this out. And I won't do everything in the iPad like that person did. I'll bring it into Photoshop because it'll be a little quicker for me to put on like the finishing touches. But that's pretty much it. I can close these. What pipeline do you plan to use? The standard pipeline. It's not even the is it the universal render pipeline at this point? I forget what they decided to call it, but I'm using the standard 3D pipeline. And it's 100% for comfort's sake only, for convenience of I know what I'm doing in it, and I'll run into less issues navigating the render pipeline. I realize it could be a little less efficient, but it's not like I'm porting to mobile or anything. Like this is gonna be a game that's already maybe a little taxing. It's not gonna be GPU intensive, but I think my game might be a little CPU intensive, maybe a little bit. So if it's only gonna be on PCs and for people who can, I'm gonna try to optimize it so anybody can play it. But I think for the most part, it's like, yeah, I'm only gonna be running on PCs. Nice foliage. What was the original name of the cafe you said? Café de Flore? Café de Flore. De Flore. This one? Café de Flore. I don't know how to what's it? Why does it feel like most mobile games are on Unity? Because it is the quick and easy accessible engine, man. You know, it is like there's that weird thing that happened with the sort of the public image of Unity, which is they go like, oh, like all these cheap indie games are made in Unity. And it's like, yeah, that's what's gonna happen when you are like the big super accessible engine, you know? Day 64 of Blendering Paris, not enough baguettes. Yeah, there's, you know, I haven't modeled the baguette. There is a little croissant that I have, just a little croissant. I have to change the texture on it though. Oh yeah, right. This place, I live down the street from this place. So Luca, when you called me, when you guys came back from where did we go? Saint-Malo. When you guys were in Saint-Malo, or when you came back that one day, I was. Oh wait, no, I wasn't. No, never mind. I take that back. No, I was in the 14th when you guys called me. But so this place right here, Café de Flore, it is right down the street from where I was living when I came back from Barcelona. So if you go down this street, I was staying right. Is it here? No, one more street up. Actually, you could take this street down too. I was living right here. Oops. How do I go up the street? Right here. This place. In fact, you can't even see my window from there. I have to go back to where I just came from. I was staying right there. That's my window. Or this is my window right here. This is my place. So if you guys ever caught me on the stream when I was staying in this neighborhood, Saint-Germain is the little kind of like bougie. I think, yeah, it's kind of a bit of a tourist trap for a big chunk of it, but it's like the bougie kind of Beverly Hills ish area, I think. Or maybe it's a little older. It's like maybe a little more traditional, a little more classic, but it still has that bougie vibe to it. I was staying at this place. That was my view. So this was like where those people were performing and stuff. You would think there's a baguette texture preset, but no. Saint-Malo, yeah, you legit no Paris. But I think, because you said you also don't really go to Paris that often, right? Yeah, man, I was there for 3 months. I got nice and cozy with it. I think a lot of places, I lived in Austin for a year, and I would say that like by the time I had been there for a year, I really didn't know much more about the city than I did when I was living there for my first couple months. Maybe it's different for other places, but so far my experience is that you can really, if you're walking around a lot, maybe that's the one thing. It's like if you're actually going out and exploring the city a lot, you can really get pretty personal with it. I think in like a month or two. Unity has the most tutorial and uses a beginner-friendly programming language, right? It's that's like, so of course a bunch of people are going to be using it. So anyways, I need to go back to Café de Flore. So it's cool. It's like, there's my window, right? And the thing is, I didn't even really know about that. I didn't know that that cafe was next to me. I modeled this place, Le Café Oubli, the coffee forgets. This was made before I ever went to Paris. And I thought Café de Flore was just like a poof, like a who cares. I thought it was just any other cafe. I didn't realize it was like a famous one. And when I moved into my place, so take a look at it, right? You have like the shape of it, the these three pylons, the little outside glass window things, the bush right here, right? And then of course the little the chairs and the whatchamacallit, the umbrella. Didn't know it was a thing. And then so I'm living here, right? And then one day I go for a walk. I'm like, cool, I'm just gonna walk up my street. Okay, I hit Saint-Germain. Saint-Germain is the like kind of main boulevard. And you go up like one block, I think. And right off of Saint-Germain and I don't know what this other street is, but right off the corner of it is Café de Flore. And it's just like, what? Like, I fucking live next to this place. They changed it a little bit after COVID, right? Like, they didn't have all their, like, you could see people are walking. These pictures are COVID times because people are wearing masks. So they took out like the chairs and everything that's usually outside. But they still have this chunk. And it's just crazy, man. I was just like, wow. And it's funny because when I was living there too, there was this little car that was parked out front. Real classic tiny European car, and it looks just like the ones over here. Do I have any? Yeah, it looks like just like these boys. It was a black version of these ones, and I was just like, I feel like I'm in my fucking video game right now. I think you could put some static mesh or lighting to render in GPU to help with optimization more. Yeah, I can. I'm definitely gonna use as many tricks like that, like backface or not backface culling. But was it camera fulcrum culling? I'll use a lot of techniques like that, you know, shit that the camera can't see will get, the mesh will get deactivated and stuff like that. But I have a real-time day and night system. And the problem with a real-time day and night system means that you get really for my preferences, I don't like the way I don't like the way baked lighting. I don't like the solutions that Unity has in place for combining baked lighting and real-time lighting. I'm not a fan. So instead, I'm opting for entirely 100% real-time lighting, no baking. Which, yeah, there's gonna be weird performance things that I'll have to figure out. But anyhow, yeah, there's some things I can do for sure though. I'm not too worried about it. I've thrown a lot of bullshit at Unity and it's doing okay. Okay, so maybe what I do is grab my should I do that later tonight instead? Let's check the little list. Let's put Procreate the Mosaic floor. And I'll say do this tonight, but not right now. Since every city is in one level, you could deactivate other cities from rendering if you are in Paris. Yeah, I can't deactivate them entirely. I could stop rendering their meshes, but I need to have systems in place that reactivate their meshes even when the player isn't over there. Because in the game, for example, if you're sent a photo of somebody who's in another city, the camera that takes the photo needs to see the mesh. So the mesh needs to get rendered. So there has to be, you know, I can have them off most of the time, but for the instant, that little frame where it takes the picture, I need to turn a mesh back on. But I can't deactivate cities because the world is a simulation that runs even without the player. So I still at least need some of the base systems. Like, I don't have to animate everything, right? Like all the NPCs in the other cities, they don't have to be fully animated. I could turn off animations. That'll save some processing power. But at least, so basically a ghost mode. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, it would be NPCs that are walking by each other that can bump into each other, react with one another, kind of do their little subsystems. You know, close up, you know, even the ones that are running stores, right? They have to close up shop. So, and then they have to go to work in the morning, so they'll open shop and stuff like that. So those little things, those will still be running, but it'll basically be like a game object, like an empty game object with nothing. Like, it'll be totally, like you said, like ghost mode. And it'll just like, it'll go to the shop. It'll change all those values where like the door is unlocked and the door opens and this and that. They'll go inside and their game object position will be at the register or whatever it is that it does. But like filler NPCs, because there's like several different types of NPCs in the game, and one of the distinctions that helps optimization is like making NPCs that are kind of just nobodies, that don't really have, like, they kind of just come and go, and you'll probably never see them again. Like, I won't spawn those into the world if you're not there. But yeah, there's a lot of weird trickery that you have to go through when it's like the world should be operating on its own terms, even when the player isn't there. But at the same time, when there needs to be something happening in another city that does impact the player who's not in that city, then yeah, there needs to be a little switch that says, hey, go back into full-fledged, you know, turn everything else on and run like normal for this 1 second, but then you could turn yourself off. I'm going to turn this into a checklist. Okay. And let's say for our cafe interior, for now, I'll put, let's see, where is this? I'm going to take this picture and I'm going to save this in textures. I'll call this one temporary textures .jpeg. Okay, and that way I could just kind of put it on its floor like this, and then cafe building, and go and add in new cafe floor mosaic. Assign base color is, you know what I don't get is like, there we go. Sometimes the little chat box obstructs me being able to click shit. Okay. Universal textures. Where is it? Temporary textures. Okay, I'll put that in there. And we're just gonna have that for now, right? Just to kind of give the impression that what it's gonna be like inside of here. And then the walls themselves, I'm thinking maybe we could use a similar setup to the jazz club. What do these pictures look like? They might be wood, huh? Oh, white walls is kind of cool. If it was like white walls and wood, I kind of dig that. I kind of dig that. I am curious to see if YouTube has Paris Cafe 1960s. Any footage? Because so much of the footage that you're going to find is like, oh, hanging out on the street. And it's like, ah, God, all right, I'm kind of over it. Show me what it looks like inside, though. Maxime's. Yeah, I ain't gonna have any luck. I'm gonna do my own thing here. population density sliders of NPC could be an option, where a player could turn up how crowded or non-crowded a place could be depending on hardware. Yeah, no, that's for sure. You know, I can give the player a lot more sort of flexibility like that with not only the NPC stuff, but the post-processing stuff too, which sucks because, man, I want people to play with all the post-processing on. I think it looks so much better with all the post-processing on. I don't have motion blur. I know some people flip out about motion blur. I kind of don't mind, but my game doesn't even have it. I think it looks better without it. But I love the noise. I love the lens distortion. And I love the bloom and the color correction. And I'm thinking like maybe some of them, just a couple, I won't give the players the option. I'm like, you gotta play my game with some of the original vision. But the other ones, like lens distortion, it's like, yeah, it looks cooler with it, but maybe I give the player the option to turn it off, because I also know that could really be a performance killer for some people's computers. I just wish everybody had dank ass hardware. Okay, so another thing is originally these curtains were baked in, but now what I'm thinking is that they will be adjustable, that you can open and close them. There's a movie called Café de Flore situated in 60s Paris. Maybe you'll find... Really? There's a movie? Huh. By Jean-Marc Vallée. Where is it? Where can I watch this? I Google, YouTube, and Apple TV. Official trailer. I'm gonna put this over here, and I'm gonna play back at twice the speed, just so I don't get copyright strikes. Should also probably like hide some of it, I guess. Damn, I didn't see any of the, they didn't even show any of the cafe in that. All right, I might check that out. If you don't have any trouble, I can try to torrent it for you. I think I'll do just fine finding it myself, thanks. Thanks, though. I was surprised that you'd think that a movie called that, they'd at least show the cafe in the trailer. That's a good shout. That's a good call. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna keep these curtains baked in. I need to give them functionality later on. So I'll keep these polys, but instead we'll give it the glass panel. Assign. There we go. There we go. Looks a lot better already. Okay, and then the dark green black. Do I have black wood in here? I do. Is that the move? Is that too much? Is it not unwrapped correctly? Is that why? Oh shit, I forgot this one. Deselect all of the glass and the floor. Are you using Blender 3.0? I am not. I'm still using is it 2.9 or something? Whatever, though. I literally just updated to the most recent version like a week or two ago. Because I was using the most recent version when I was in Europe, but when I came back home, because it was on my laptop, but then when I came back home and started working on my PC again, I was like, oh, I'm like one version behind, And like all these keyboard shortcuts are totally different. Let's see, face maps, assign. We're gonna call this just the building. Okay, assign that, cool. And we'll cube project and assign to Blackwood. It's doing that fucking thing again, where it shows me, it's like it's not showing me the image of the texture I have. Why isn't it doing that? Blackwood. Nope. Ebonized. Oh, can I do this? This? Nope. Is that it? Damn, it looks good. Not bad, huh? It looks okay. Thanks, Tony. I'm gonna change this floor in here. This is temporary. I'm gonna change this. But I'm kind of bummed out that this this UV thing is acting janky again. See, it always shows me this. Why? I have this selected. Select cube projection. Yeah. And I don't think I ever quite figured that out. View. UV. Reset. Nope. Cube project. Very strange. Maybe I'll use a different yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just close out Blender for a sec and reopen it. Maybe it's just a bug. It's hard to tell sometimes, like, am I doing something wrong or is Blender? Display current image regardless of object selection. No, I don't want that. Whoa. What? There we go. I've yet to see a unique style of battle royale games. Most of them is like shooters, but I sat down and came up with a crazy idea of a survival island man versus wild battle royale style game. Ooh. Ooh. Like man versus animals when you say man versus wild? Is that the kind of thing? Yeah, what is going on here? How come this black wood shit is not... This is so weird. It's not showing... Okay, maybe that's right. Maybe that's... Okay. Needs to be bigger. And yeah, I don't like the black wood on here. Gotta go with something else. Gotta change it up. All right, getting rid of the black wood. Let's do... Oops. Let's do... You know what? I'm down to even try reusing that Jazz Club green wall. And so now... Let's do that, and then cube project. Oof, that's rough. Can't do it that way. Concept is players get trapped on an island. They need to gather and craft stuff to help them survive. Enemy players or wildlife can be a player worst nightmare to get top spot. Yeah, so kind of like, yeah, that makes sense. Shadow's Light, if it's you, a man versus animals, is it really a battle royale? A battle royale is playing as different animals with different abilities. Resources could be fun. Maybe augmented animals, I don't know. Right, because battle royale is like a human thing. I mean, I guess if the idea is like you do, right, you said concept is the players get trapped on an island. They need to gather stuff and create stuff. So it's battle royale. It is battle royale. Like take any, like if PUBG had animals, right? Is that the pitch? If PUBG had like bears and alligators and shit and lions. Have you seen the game Scum? It sounds similar to that. I have not seen the game Scum, but have you seen the movie Scum? Scum, oops, movie. Yep, is this it? No. Scum movie, 1977. Yeah, here we go. This is a good one. British drama film directed by Alan Clark, starring Ray Winstone. The film portrays the brutality of life inside of a British borstal. A borstal is a type of youth detention center in United Kingdom, several member states, Commonwealth, and the Republic of Ireland. So it's like, yeah, it's like a boarding school movie, but it's like actually like a prison movie. Like, you know, take your average like prison movie premise where it's like guy shows up, has to kind of like make a name for himself and like, you know, make alliances. There's the tough guys and everybody's starting shit. You got to fight back. And then it's like, not only are you against your inmates, but you're against the warden and the whole system, the facility, right? All that shit. But if it was at a boarding school instead. This movie's dope as fuck. Scum is wild. Has a lot of really intense, just super intense. Anyways, that's the Scum I know. It sounds similar to that. It's not necessarily a human thing. It's just free for all. Last player standing wins, right? Right. Yeah, I guess you don't need to be a human. It's like you could be a bunch of animals. Need to check it out. Yeah, the movie. You should check out the movie too, by the way. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. Yo, so this fucking sucks, dude. That like this, I can't like loop select this shit. I'm gonna have to just come all the way around like this, like that. Oh shit, yeah. This, I modeled this a very different way from how I would model it now, and that's kind of a hard one. What do I do? What do I do? You assign it to that. You go cube projection. Bro, I don't want to see this. There we go. Fucking hell. See, and then all these are like sideways and shit. Oh, why does that one go that way? Nah. Maybe what I should do is just pick a broad enough texture. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go into Photoshop and we'll drop in that plaster. Oops, there we go, yeah. There's the plaster texture I have. Where is it? Plaster ceiling. This, no, that's not the right one. This one. In fact, I should have a PSD of this. Here we go. So it's this. I have this thing. I could duplicate this layer into a new file. It didn't bring any of its... Okay, let's bring copy layer style and duplicate it, paste layer style, delete that, and the color overlay will be the original color of the cafe that I wanted. So it'll be the actual turquoisey kind of color. And I think the problem here is that I did make the image itself pretty, let's see, levels. There we go. I can make it a little bit brighter. Okay. Something like this. Go to mesh, cleanup, merge by distance. Those loose faces next to each other will be connected again. Oh, okay. Hold on. I will try that. Let me see. Let's try that. So if I select all these, and then I go to mesh, cleanup, merge by distance. Mesh, cleanup, merge by distance. Didn't quite do anything, I don't think, right? Did it? Cube project? No. Mesh, cleanup. Merge by distance. Nah. It's okay, because I already have a solution over here. I'm just gonna get rid of that bottom part. And I'll try this. I don't know if I like this color. What is the color I used before? Cafe. Shit. Where is the spy game screenshots? It's like a dark green. It is kind of like another dark green. Maybe I should do that. Let's see. So an even darker green, closer to green. Like this. And then image adjustment levels even darker. Those loose faces next to each other will be connected again if that's the problem. Just read the Scum game reviews and it does sound interesting. I've heard about this game, but I don't think I've never looked into exactly what it was. Any animals encountered can be like your eyes and ears to target player enemies. Oh yeah, I can get on board with that. Kind of like using animals as not power-ups, but like, yeah, there's like finding utility within an animal, right? Kind of like how we do in real life, but maybe gamify it more. It has some crazy survival mechanics. You can change the distance in the bottom. It's really small by default. Oh, for only overlapping vertices. Okay. I'll try that if I ever run into that kind of problem again. But I think I'm just gonna try doing this right now. Let's see if this works. Textures. I guess it's in Paris still. JPEG. Or how's a ping doing? We'll do this plaster tiled dark green. So it's very similar. So I'll get rid of this and then add in a new material. Call this one plaster tiled dark green. Then image texture Paris dark green. Alpha image texture. Wait, I don't know why I'm doing alpha. Okay, and then using all these, select, back up to materials, assign, and that's a lot closer. Let me just scale the shit out of this. Oh, you know what I forgot to account for? Is it doesn't tile on the y-axis. Ooh. Okay. Cafe Oubli, you will be the death of me. You know what, bro? I'm gonna run with this right now. I'm gonna fix those UVs later. What I'm gonna do instead is focus on this roof now. We want to change this to, because did I get that in the old thing? Where the fuck was that? This. These are some old photos. Holy shit, that's crazy. Oh look, the prototype. Oh, I miss seeing this. This is the OG Memories of the Spy prototype. That is so fun. Oh, I gotta bring that radio back. I loved that little radio. Blackboards, curve. Oh yeah, these are all when I was studying hierarchical state machines. Time zone screen. But yeah, I never got the roof colored on this, so I think I'll just have it be. I have to admit, there's a lot of things in this game that are just red and green. And I'm starting to think I don't really have the design chops to make anything other than red and green. So I need to challenge myself here. Let's look for a new texture. We can search for canvas. Okay, give me some. Oh, that's all they have. What about in that non-splash, unsplash canvas? Because what I would like to get is something like this, right? This is okay. This is not bad. I'll try this out. Yeah. Let's save this. Save image as. Textures. We'll save it in universal textures. And we'll call this one canvas. Tan canvas. Yeah. Red and green, you're the Christmas spirit. I know, right? That's exactly what it's like. I can't keep doing that. Can't keep doing that. I mean, it looks great in some of these places. Like the jazz bar, fucking, of course. Like, what else is it gonna be? Like, that's perfect. But it starts feeling like a cheap trick, you know, if I'm using it everywhere. And I'm so stupid. Guys, there's a part of me that is like, should I just remodel this cafe? Because I'm looking at it now too. This face, there's two faces here, and this was before I knew how to do double-sided shaders. So there's a lot more geometry here than there needs to be. Hopeless Luke says, gonna go to sleep. See ya. Looking forward to seeing the progress in the cafe. Right on, man. Catch some Z's. Run up on those Z's. Bag them. Put handcuffs on them. Throw them in the slammer. Make those Z's yours. And yeah, hopefully, I mean, you're gonna see some semblance of this cafe by the time you wake up. Because I absolutely need to finish this today. Oh, do I actually? Hang on. Let's solo this and let's look at this face connects up to that, and then where do these connect up to? Gross. Oh shit. There's so many hacky things going on in this mesh. Fuck it, dude. Honestly, just fuck it. Let's just keep going, bro. Just keep going, keep flowing. Alright. At least I can loop select this shit. Cool. I can loop select all that. Same thing with this. Nice. Very choice. Very cool. And then in here, let's create a new one called the canopy. Okay. And then over here, we'll make a new material. Call it canopy. Yes, I canopy. Assign it. And then image texture, open. I think it's in universal textures that I saved that canvas. Where the hell did I save that shit? I saved it in a tan canvas. Tan. Wait, did I not save it there? What the hell? Oh, you know why? Probably because there's like this weird file extension that it keeps. This GIF. Oh. .jpg, which is like, I guess, interchangeable with JPEG somehow. You should leave it alone unless it would really bother you if you don't remake it. Right. That's, yes, I agree. And this is why it is not being touched. I'm just rolling with it. Cube project. Or should I do cylinder project? Nope. Sphere projection. Smart UV. Okay, smart UV kind of works. What happens if I scale it super high up? It's like, okay. But the plaster shit, it ain't flying. It really ain't flying with me. What is it? What else do I do? It can't be green. It honestly looks fucking ugly. The real thing is black. But the real thing also has detail in it. In these bits, they kind of have, it's like painted wood. There's a cafe that's just up the street, which is, I guess, a lifelong competitor. I guess there's sort of a rivalry between Café des Fleurs and Café Littéraire, Les Deux Magots. I don't know if, I guess Café Littéraire is the cafe part of Les Deux Magots. I don't know if Les Deux Magots is like, right. I think Les Deux Magots is the cafe and a restaurant. It's like a combo. They're both kind of restaurants. What am I saying? I think there's some weird rivalry. I really don't know the specifics of it, but there's a weird rivalry. Maybe we do try the wood. Let's try wood. Okay, so instead of this, let's just go wood panels. Kind of feeling that a little bit more. Kind of on board with that. You know what I'm kind of also curious about? Hey Steven, just getting off work. Enjoyed the stream. Hey man, if I could be your pal right alongside you while you're in the grind, I'm more than happy to have been there. Take care. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day not working. And thanks for swinging by. I'm gonna try putting these wood panels through some processing. If I color overlay, change it to black. I guess black is just changing the lightness of it, right? It desaturates it and then, okay. But then if you adjust levels and then do something like that, is that basically like painting your wood black? Is that the equivalent of a black panel? Or do you have to do that? Do you have to do this and then this? It's getting closer, I think. Maybe something like this. And then it's kind of, I think this is a step in the right direction. Oh, you changed the, right. I think this is getting much closer. Much closer. Maybe this comes up. Right there? Is that good? Does that look like wood painted black? It's not too dark. I think that looks okay. That's like black wood, I guess. Okay, let's try that. Universal textures, it's a JPEG. And we'll call this wood planks black. And then let's add a new material. Wood planks black. Image texture. And then I might actually have to I'll have to take Hobolicious Luke's advice about remapping these things. I'm not sure. It was like mesh, cleanup, merge by distance, and then I could change this distance. I'm not really sure what I should be expecting out of this though. 10 is the maximum. I'm not sure if I should be seeing results in real time. Nah. So after Memories of a Spy, what type of game you plan on tackling next? It'd be fun seeing you tackle adventure, fantasy, or survival genres with a twist. Luca's going to sleep. Keep going, fire. Take care. Hey, thanks for swinging by, my dude. Sorry this stream wasn't nearly as exciting as it could have been. I feel like I'm still pretty stuck on these designy bits, but thanks for swinging by. It'll be exciting next time. Catch some Z's. Get some good sleep in. Good night, good night. Shadows Light. I have a lot of game ideas. I don't know which one I'm gonna do next. Lemo, catch some Z's. Hey, catch them, bag them up. Throw that net into the water. Let all those Z's just get all caught up in the net. Pull that net up and just enjoy those Z's. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what kind of game I'm gonna do next. I have a ton of ideas. I have all these like notes. I can't even see the details of this thing. Hold on, let me select these UVs. Select. But the one I really am like very excited about doing that I think is like smaller, because of course everybody says that, right? Once they're done with the big project, they're like, oh, I just want to go and do something smaller. And I'm in the same boat. I'm like, fucking, I wish I could be doing all these game jams right now. And one of the projects that I was pretty excited about, that I have a pretty fleshed out design document for. Like, there's a lot of ideas, a lot of systems that I've come up with details for, was like a stoner crafting game. So the example I give is like, you're in a room, you know, like a normal apartment room, and you have all this stuff next to you. You have like this battery charger, this marker, I don't know, and then this water bottle, right? And it's like, okay, now using these things, make a bong, you know, or make a pipe or whatever. And but to make it really like systemic, right? To kind of give all these things properties which don't explicitly say how to use them, but to kind of come up with a few different things that you could do. Like, there's a really complex version of doing it that's like super physics based, which I'm not totally into the idea of, but then there's a kind of more simplified, semi pre-authored way to make a systemic version of a craft. Like, that's how like basically all crafting systems are pre-authored, right? It's like in Minecraft, what can you do with wood? Well, somebody came up with specifically the only possible things that you could do with wood. They came up with a lot of possibilities of what you could do with wood, but nevertheless, they came up with every individual idea themselves. And then the combination of how you use those things is what's fun. So that's what I would want to do. And then ideally I would do it in VR. I would love to make a stoner crafting game in VR. So that way you can like pick the bottle up and then, you know, poke a hole in it, stick the marker in it, pull the ink cartridge out of the marker, so the marker is just a tube, and then put the weed in here, and then like you're holding it in VR and you're like, you know, so you have to actually hold the thing to your face to take a hit and shit like that. That kind of stuff. It's like very I don't know. Like, it'd be easy to get a working version of it going on the first day. And then after that, it's all about just adding and adding and adding and adding and adding, you know? Smaller ideas always turn to something big because it always gets more ideas added. Yeah, exactly. Right. But what I mean by that is, like, I would want to make something that I could, that I could get to a shippable version much sooner. Like, Memories of a Spy, the shippable version of this is still, there's still time ahead of me, you know? The shippable version of Dream Diver Deluxe, that shit's out. That's my first published, you know, sort of commercial game. It's only $5 and it's not like super elaborate, but I think there's a lot in there. I think it's totally worth $5. And that took way less time than Memories. Like, Memories of a Spy is still not done. So there's definitely like the VR stoner crafting game. I think the shippable version of that game could be made in like, I don't know, maybe even like a month or two, if I worked on it every day and stuff like that. And then to kind of and turn it into a project too, to kind of like say, I'll make it in a month and I'll release it, but the promotional materials for it, and when I tell people, hey, go buy my game, the part of it will be that, like, and more features are coming soon. You know, I would like to do weekly releases. I would love to do like a weekly patch where it's like new features get added, you know? And I would love to say like, hey, this summer, play the stoner crafting game, and expect kind of new things. Like, every weekend you could tune in and play with new shit, you know? That'd be fun, man, because then there's some sort of like cultural community aspect to it where I get to talk to people and people can kind of stay excited about it, and it's more involved, but it's also in a way like smaller and more easily managed. Lol, Smoke a Bong Simulator VR edition. That's what it is. It's like, yeah, it's the crafty stoner crafting game. That's what it is. So let's see, how did this come out? I did smart UV project. Let's say the angle limit is 90. I don't even know what that means. Scale to bounds? No. Did this do it better? It kind of did. think I can go even bigger. And rotate it. Could probably make it smaller, actually. And what does it look like this? Yeah. It actually kind of worked. I think this does look better. Man, some of this really got fucked up though. Like, I do not want people scrutinizing this building. I think that looks okay. I think that looks good. This is, the style of it is actually coming together. It works as the black works. These lights, I'll put material on them. Let's give it the tungsten light. Damn, these aren't even duplicates. These are all whatever. Fuck it, I'll do it by hand. I'm gonna have to do it by hand in Unity anyway. Light. Get the fuck out of here. How do I put it on all of them? Wow. Not cool, guys. Not cool. Whatever. I have to get some semblance of it. And they need to stay individual as well, because they're going to be programmable when I get to Unity. So I can't just make them all one mesh. I can't cheat my way through it. These, however, can. I think these should be put into one big thing. So for these, I'll Control J, tab in, select all of them, and going to change this to the black wood. Wood planks black. There we go. And assign. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to do that. Oh, what is it? It's like a... Is it this one? Cube project. And then... let's see, what's... Reset. Yeah. And then put them all like right here. There we go. Nice. Okay. And what else? I don't like how these plants are clipping through the canopy. It's kind of driving me nuts. What else? What else? Oh, I guess this should be the color of that wood as well. Let's do wood planks black. And I could kind of adjust these. Oh, don't want to do that. See, it's doing that thing again where it shows me the texture of the glass panel, even though wood planks black is selected, only these parts are selected. This thing doesn't matter if it's checked or unchecked. The sink part doesn't matter if it's checked or unchecked. Cube project. What the fuck? And it's even showing still the black panels on here, like it's using the correct texture. Fuck it, I'm gonna roll with it. Great, I'm glad you work. Oh, but you know what would help? If I change this one to glass panel. That one. There we go. All right. Cool. Cafe, table, and 2 chairs. Oops. Dope. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Oh, I forgot. Shit, I fucked up. Cancel. What is it? Control P. Keep transform. So if I select all 3 of these, and then I do cursor to selected, and then I take this, and then do selection of cursor. Then I take this, this, and this, and finally this. And I do Control P, keep transform, take that, select the hierarchy, Alt D that, like right there, and there we go. Okay. Alt D. And put one more over here. There we go. Maybe as a side project, you can make a Can You Fly game where some dude on a bicycle with a glider attached rides down a hill and takes flight to see how far away he'll be able to glide before crashing into the ocean. Right, where did that come from? What made you, where the fuck did that idea just come from? Is that, are these the type of things that you're thinking about, Shadows Light? You're like, it'd be a great game. Oh my god. That's pretty funny. That's a funny one. You know, that's like a very Nintendo idea. That's like a very like WarioWare kind of idea. I love that. The more coins players collect can go towards vehicle parts upgrades. Why don't you make that? That sounds fun. I'd play that. I'd give that a go. And I'm gonna put these tables. Yeah, I'll put this, and this. Cursor to selected. Empty. And then put that in here. Control P. Keep transform. Call this empty. All cafe, all tables, all chairs, all the time. Okay. Cool. And then I could put this Alt D. Oh, I forgot. Of course. Select hierarchy. D shifts. Oh. There we go. Select hierarchy, Alt D, push it back. Okay. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, there we go. Nice. And I'll put them inside too. Idea, it came from a childhood game I played on Y8 and Miniclip, and Miniclip game where a penguin tries to learn how to fly. That kind of sounds familiar. That reminds me of like, I feel like I might have played like Flash games, you know, like on Newgrounds or stuff like that, where like a penguin is on his belly and he slides down and then like launches or something. Is that a thing? That feels very familiar. I guess you know what else I have is let's go to layouts and sketches. Is the cafe in here? I don't think the cafe is in here. I'm gonna upload, let me see. Yeah, here we go. I'm just putting this on Discord really quick. It's such an easy way for me to just look at stuff. Okay, nice. Do I need anything else from here? It's a cafe. This is the Elefantenkopf. What is this? okay. Okay. Yeah, that's the game. It's the game I'm talking about, the same way you described. Yeah, that sounds very familiar. But see, I would love a 3D version of that. I would prefer a 3D. The 2D stuff could be fun, but I think a 3D one would be more interesting. And then in here, general. Wait. Had to pass that Ray cast Playmaker. Where did I put that? Oh, I put it in here. Okay. And I'll save this image to layouts and sketches, and call this one Cafe Oubli. The coffee forgets. Okay. Stay in announcements. And then what was it? Is it like a JPEG? Yeah. Okay. Here's our reference. All right, so tables get lined up all along the walls, and then inside you put the, you know what? There's some stuff that Studio Tubinar has made for us. So let's actually pop over into Blender, and we'll go over to Append, Contracted Models, and which one is it? There's this one, and that might be it. Yeah. 18th. So let's open up the 18th. Oh shit. Sorry. And just so I can see what I'm doing a little bit better. Okay, so he gave us all these things which look great. I think okay, what are their names? Pastry display cabinet, cool. Espresso machine, cool. Serving tray, dish tub, plate, coffee cup. Is coffee cup one thing? Have to change that. Let me just change it in here. Let's see. Did he give us on separate face maps? Nope. Okay. So pretty much I want to just grab these and then this, and this, and this. Ooh, coming in, these and this. Is that it? Yes. Cool. And then separate, selection, tab out. This is the actual coffee cup, and this is the coffee cup plate. So we'll call this one coffee cup, and that's coffee cup plate. Cool. However, now this offset needs to be changed. Um, like that. Okay, looks good. Oh no! What happened there? There's a piece I forgot somewhere. Where the fuck did that go? You know what? Fuck it. I think this is actually okay. I think it probably came from like right here or something. All right. Cool. That's a coffee cup. That's the plate. All right. Is this all one as well? Okay, that's good. Croissant. And dish tub. All right, everything else looks solid. Nice, nice, nice. I'm gonna have to go back and change some of this stuff. But let's first get in, let's see. So I have, glass display of desserts. Ah, shit. Can I put, I think what I'll have is I'm going to change the design a little bit. There's going to be the cabinet display with desserts next to an actual sort of just desk thing. The desk thing will have the cash register on it, and then behind is where the espresso machine will be. I think that's the way to do it. Okay. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. So I will append Frank Reynolds. How's it going? What's up, Frank? It's going well. I'm actually just about to throw in some of these models that Studio Tubinar made. So we have these objects. How's it going? How you doing? Yo, that house, by the way, the whole scene's looking really good. Oh, the one thing I was going to say, I don't know how far along you were on this part, but I would say that the detail in which the paint is chipping, or the sort of whatever the deterioration texture is on your house, it looks pretty big. And I think it looks fine and it's good if you're going for something that is more stylized, right? I can totally imagine that fitting in with the Pixar style characters. But if you're trying to go for a more the realistic environment but cartoonish characters, then the environment deterioration texture that you have, I feel like it makes it look like it's a miniature. It makes it look like small, and it's more stylized. If I think the smaller those patches of deterioration are, the more they'd look natural. But I don't know what the design choice is because I haven't seen everything come together yet. I thought that too, but thought it looked like it was damaged by stray bullets, shrapnel, etc. Yeah, no, totally, it does. It does. I think it looks like it was damaged by big stray bullets and big shrapnel. It feels like the current textures make it feel like a model, like a small, like a miniature. Again, which I think is fine depending on like what you're going for. Oh, there's Alex Jules. Says he's gonna get caught up tomorrow. Nice. I kind of figured Alex was taking a little break. haven't heard from him in in a little while, in like a week maybe. I think I'm gonna hit that guy up tomorrow. Get back to these. I have so much Playmaker tutorials to be making. I'll scale it down. Thanks, bro. Yeah, I mean, like, fuck, you know, again, whatever looks good to you with all the things to come together. But I haven't seen. I've only seen those screenshots. Yeah, that shit's looking great. We'll do the bath. No. Coffee cup plate, croissant, dish tub, espresso machine, pastry display cabinet, plate 1, plate 2, serving tray, and I think that's it. Let's do it. Append. Where is everything? What? Okay, now everything is right here. Oh, but you know what? Let's put it in Le Café Oubli. Keep transform. Where's the entrance? Okay, so this thing is gonna go like right here. Change this to local. I think it's gotta be like, oh, what is the orientation? Maybe like right when you enter? That's kind of cute if it's like right when you enter. You can even see it from like outside. That's kind of cute. I like that. Ooh, that's making me feel so cute. All right, and then we need like a desk. So let's put a. Fuck, come on. I'm getting hungry. Getting pretty hungry. I think a break is in order soon. Let's put this like right here. Go like right here and like this and this right there. Yeah, nice. And bring this like that. Yeah, that seems right. Maybe even smaller. Actually, perhaps yeah, okay, that's fine. And then take this, extrude inner, extrude like that. And then we'll put this up here. And actually this one goes on the other side. Do we have a cash register up in this bitch? Oh my god. You know what? I'm a little too addicted to this. I think I'm gonna take a break right now because Alex is messaging me, and these are things that I definitely want to talk about, and I'm also really hungry. So this is the end of round 1. I'm gonna come back this evening to wrap up the cafe. I think, is that all that's on the checklist today? I said I was gonna do the cafe interior, procreate the, all right, I'll do the mosaic floor later, decorating the cafe, the horse chestnut trees, the outdoor setup. We actually did the outdoor setup, so that's already this. This should not be a part of the list. There we go. And I'll change this so it's not that. There we go. And sidewalks also not going to be on it. We'll do that later. Okay, yeah, so I'll come back later this evening to wrap up the rest of Le Café Oubli. I love saying that. Oubli is so fun to say. And yeah, I think we're on the right track here, especially super stoked to get all these other models like the espresso machine and stuff all textured up. That's going to be fun. Okay. And this is coming along well, right? Yeah, this is all nice. Fucking dig how this is turning out. All right, yeah. So I'll see you in a little bit. Frank, if you're still in the chat, hopefully catch you later too. Shadow is light. I think Luca dipped out. Tony Hamilton dipped out. Not sure if yeah, Hubblicious Luke also dipped out. Caught y'all way earlier. Again, these evening streams. Too many of y'all live in a different part of the world, so you end up going to sleep. But yeah, I'll be back a little later. Frank, if you're still there, I'll catch you in a little bit. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna sign off because I am starving and I want to see what Alex has to say as well. Okay, peace.